Hey guys, it's Keegan. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video, we are going to be doing a little holiday bake with me while I tell you guys what I'm asking for Christmas. This video has accidentally turned into a tradition. It was never intentional, but I really love making these videos. I love baking. I love eating the baked goods. I love eating the cookie dough, and I love yapping. So it's like a perfect storm. I also think it's so fun to see what other people are asking for Christmas. So I wanted to share with you guys what I'm asking for, give you guys some ideas. Comment down below what you're asking for. And of course, I'm always gonna give this disclaimer. I think it's obvious, but I'm not expecting to get any, if all of these presents for Christmas. That's not what Christmas is about. I just think these are super entertaining videos, so of course I want to make one. So today we are going to be making my famous chocolate chip cookie recipe. There's a dog yapping outside. Yap, yap, yap. If you guys have been following me for any period of time, you guys might know about my iconic chocolate chip cookie recipe. This chocolate chip cookie recipe, let me tell you guys, I don't know if I've gatekept it. I don't know. This recipe is one that my grandma replaced her chocolate chip cookie recipe with this recipe. So that's how you know it's good. I've been making these cookies from this recipe since I was in elementary school. I actually have a photo on my phone. It's not even a screenshot. It's literally a photo of my laptop screen of this recipe that we're gonna use today. I favorited it so I wouldn't lose it. I've kind of adapted this recipe a little bit to make it a little bit better, but I'm going to be looking at my phone throughout this entire video to be looking at the recipe and then also looking at my Christmas wish list. And I wanted to show you guys my new phone case that I got because it's really cute. It's from Taurus. They are actually sponsoring today's video. If you're like me, your phone is on you 24/7. I pretty much work solely from my phone, so keeping my phone protected and making sure it lasts is really important to me. This is the Taurus magnet compatible phone case. I have the iPhone 13 Pro, lots of words, and then this right here is a magnetic phone grip holder kickstand. It just magnets onto the phone case like this, and then these together create their O-stand ring. What's really awesome about this is I can use this as a phone holder, but I think the best part of this is the kickstand right here. This is just sitting on my counter, which is amazing. I can sit it vertical or horizontal, and I can just move it to make it sit horizontal. This can be magnetic 360 all the way around. So if I want it to sit horizontal, I can just put it on like this. The kickstand is my favorite part. It's awesome for taking calls. What I'm doing right now is baking, so I'm just gonna be having this sitting up so I can easily see it. Also great if you're watching videos, if you're at a sports game, anything like that. It's really convenient and compatible. They also have a phone case that has these attached, if you guys wanna check that out, the O-stand phone case. Those ones come in 3 different colors, and then right here I have it in the transparent background, which I love because you can see the back of my phone. They really thought through every single detail. It's so sleek, it's lightweight, and it's cute, and it protects my phone as well. And then this grip right here is so secure. See? This phone case is also MagSafe compatible, so you can charge your phone using it, which I think is the coolest part. I've been wanting one of these magnetic phone cases for a while. I always see people having like magnetic tripods or stuff to film their videos on, so I'm really excited about that. And then this is like the perfect attachment to it. The rounded corners and edges of the phone make it super sleek, compatible. It's not bulky, which I love. Taurus is actually the original designer of the O-shaped stand phone case. If you guys are wanting to upgrade your phone case and your setup, I definitely recommend checking out this phone case. I'll have a link down below for you guys, and there's also a discount in the description, so check it out. And thank you guys to Taurus for sponsoring this video. I'm going to use my phone as a kickstand right here and start reading off the recipe. I did just get the most insane text though. I'm gonna be switching back and forth between cooking, yapping. I'll share a little bit about the recipe, a little bit about what I'm asking for Christmas. So this video is gonna be a little all over the place, but I feel like those kind of videos are like the best. The more chaotic, the better. First things first, let's get a bowl. I actually think I'm gonna move you guys a little bit back so you guys can see what I'm doing. The first step is actually to have room temperature butter, which I never have. I never have room temperature butter. I almost always have cold butter that I just heat up in the microwave for 30 seconds to make it room temp. I actually got some butter, but in the fridge, I have some Kerrygold butter, which is like the gold standard of butter. And I think I only have half a stick of this. So we're gonna use half a stick of the good Kerrygold butter, and then the remaining of just like some regular cheap butter that I got. We're gonna need 1.5 sticks of butter. This is not a low-cal cookie recipe. I would never be somebody to make one of those. Honestly, who knows? This is half a stick, and what I like to do is I like to cut the sticks into about like tablespoon little pads of butter, and then put them in the microwave for 30 seconds, cutting them up into small pieces. Makes it easier for it to warm up. If you like a thinner cookie, melt your butter all the way. I personally am the type of person where I like a really fluffy cookie. Like I like a crispy edge and almost like a gooey raw center. That's my version of a good cookie, and the softened butter will help you get that. So depending on what type of cookie you like, melt or soften your butter accordingly. I will say, if you are not the type of person who likes a super gooey cookie, this is not the recipe for you. But if you love an almost raw, am I gonna get food poisoning from this cookie? This is is your girl. Wait, these ones are super small. Okay. And then one more stick of butter. While I chop this, I thought I'd share with you guys the very first thing on my Christmas wish list. This is one that I actually gave my mom this idea a long time ago because this requires time and effort, and I didn't want my mom to get this last moment and be like, oh no, like I don't have time for this. So I saw this all over TikTok, and it's a book that essentially is like, Mom, tell me your story. And so it's this book with all of these prompts that your mom can fill out. You can make ones for anyone, like your dad, your grandpa, your grandma, your aunt, your uncle. This one I wanted my mom to fill it out, and so it's a bunch of questions about like her childhood, her college years, like all these things about her life. And I thought that was just super interesting and fun, and I'm always wanting to learn more about my mom. And I don't live with my mom anymore. Obviously I live alone in this house, and so that was something that I thought would be really, really special. In the past, I actually asked my mom for this a couple Christmases ago, and I think this is like one of the most special gifts I've ever gotten. My I don't know how many greats, a few greats. Grandpa, my mom's side of the family, is German, and he immigrated from Germany to America, and he had this diary of the story of how he immigrated here and his experience and what it was like, and you know, finding a wife and all of that. And so I asked my mom if she could track down that journal that he had. Someone in my family had it, and then make copies of it so I could read it. And my mom was amazing, and she actually like went above and beyond for this. She tracked it down, she printed it out, got it printed and laminated in like a spiraled notebook, and then translated it, and then also made a family tree where you could look to see what everyone looked like that he was talking about. She really went above and beyond. It's such a special gift. I feel like that's something that I will pass down to my family members forever. I feel like this is so much butter. That's what the recipe calls for. And so I really love like kind of sentimental family gifts. I think the older that I get, the more I care about my family. Not that my family history, my family lineage, okay? I've always cared about my family, but that was such a special gift. So this book, I got it on Amazon. I can link it down below for you guys if you want to get it for your parents. I sent the link to my mom from Amazon, but I did see it originally on TikTok. And I don't even know all the stuff that's in there, but I essentially asked my mom to get it and then fill it out for me. This cannot be right. This looks like so much butter. We're just gonna go with it. A stick and a half of butter. I'm gonna put this in the microwave for about 30 seconds. Is this right? I don't think this is right. No, I think I did the math wrong. What do I do with all this butter now? Yeah, I added way too much. I don't know what I was thinking. It's 3/4 cup and a stick and a half of butter, and I think I added way too much. Oh my god, what am I doing? Can I weigh it? I feel so stupid right now. It's fine. Okay, so this says that a 1/4 cup of butter is 2 ounces, and my recipe says 3/4 cup. So we need 6 ounces. I'm just gonna have a bunch of chopped up butter. Putting the Kerrygold butter in first. Okay, that was 2 ounces, so that was 1/4 of a cup. Okay, so this is the appropriate amount of butter. This is the butter we have left over. I'm probably just gonna put a cover on this and then deal with that later. That was so embarrassing. Oh my gosh. My issue is I was yapping and not paying attention. I'm glad I caught that. I've done that before, actually. Full transparency. Microwave time. The butter is slightly melted, which I'm fine with, but it's mostly softened. Next up, we are going to combine our sugars with it. We're going to do 1 cup of brown sugar. I have a 1/2 cup, so I'm gonna use 2 1/2 cups. In my brown sugar hard? It is hard. You're kidding me, but I have this like brown sugar bear in it that's supposed to soften it. Flopping today. One thing to make your brown sugar soft, if it is hard, is to put it in the microwave with a damp rag. But I got this thing that's supposed to make it soft. I mean, it's not. For a moment, we're just gonna look away from the brown sugar. And we're gonna do 1/2 cup of white sugar. There were some brown sugar pieces on that cup that really got in my mouth. Okay, I'm gonna start chipping away at this brown sugar. It would not be one of my bake with me videos if we didn't have 1,000,001 errors, you know? I love to bake, but I would say I'm maybe not prepared for it. While I do this, let's figure out what else I want for Christmas. Oh, I also asked for some color changing light bulbs. So in my bedroom, I have 2 nightstands that have lamps on them, and I thought it'd be really cool to put color changing light bulbs so I can kind of make it like a red light before I go to bed, so it's not super bright and kind of put me, like, I have the same idea of like the hatch alarm, if you know what I'm talking about, how you can turn those lights on. I don't really want a hatch alarm because I honestly wake up pretty easily naturally, but I wanted something that would kind of help me go to sleep at night, and I thought it'd be cool. And I wanted to get 3 of them so I could have 2 for my nightstands and then 1 for the lamp in my living room, because I thought that'd be cool, like movie nights, turning it red or blue or pink or whatever color I wanted it to be. I was really hoping to make this like a 1 to 2 bowl recipe, but this is turning into like 1,000,001 dishes. Okay, this is not ideal. I was planning on making these cookies for my family, but considering how this is turning out, I don't know if I'm going to feel confident letting other people eat these. I do think the secret to a good cookie recipe is great brown sugar. I have a damp paper towel, and I'm just gonna put it over and then put it in the microwave for 30 seconds. I really hope this works. The brown sugar bear does not work. Everyone cross your fingers that this is gonna work out. Low key, it did work. That's a win, if you ask me. I'm gonna take a fork and then just kind of smush through all of these lumps that I have in here. I think I'm gonna put that in the microwave for another 30 seconds. I don't know if that's good or bad or what, but we're gonna do it. Oh, it's hot, it's hot, it's hot. Yeah, this worked. Okay, this is a great hack if you guys have some last minute cooking and your brown sugar is not brown sugaring. We need a cup of this brown sugar, 2 half cups. Kind of perfect, the perfect amount. We also need a tablespoon of milk and then we're gonna beat this all together. I don't have like a KitchenAid. I do have a hand mixer, but I think I'm just gonna use a rubber spatula to do it just because I'm lazy and I don't want to clean more stuff. This is what it all looks like and then we'll just mix it together. Next up on my Christmas wish list. I usually have a longer Christmas wish list and don't expect to get most of it, but these are just things that throughout the year I've been wanting. And so I just compile it to a list, send it to my mom and I'm like, go for it. Whatever you think looks fun to buy. Whatever's on sale. Also Santa, I send this list to Santa. Look at how beautiful that's turning out. I'm standing on a bunch of brown sugar right now. That's fun. Ooh, I'm also asking for a shower curtain. So the shower curtain that I have right now is one that came with this house and it's not like my aesthetic. And I've been meaning to buy one, but I've just been kind of lazy if we're being honest here. So I'm thinking of going for like a kind of pink theme in my bathroom. My house is very neutral, sad beige apartment, you know, vibe. And so I kind of wanted to add some color somewhere. And so I love like a kind of pink girly moment. And so I wanted to do that in my bathroom. I also have a pink bath mat, so I was like, okay, that's cute. I can get some pink towels, a pink curtain. I'll decorate it eventually throughout the year. And so I needed a shower curtain, and so I found one on Amazon that I thought was really cute and kind of fit the vibe that I have in my head. That is all good and ready to go. Next up, we need a large egg, an egg yolk, and then 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Oh, my eggs are on the counter already. Good thing that I have this bowl because we'll just use this bowl to put the extra egg yolk. Maybe we'll be lucky and get a double egg yolk. I had that happen once and I thought it was the coolest thing. Egg yolk in and then big egg, or the entire egg. Bada bing, bada boom, get in there. Please don't have any. Did we get any shells? No. Woo! Victory in my comeback era. And then we need vanilla. I am a big fan of vanilla, so I always kind of like over pour it a little bit. Next up on my Christmas wish list, I'm also asking for a zester, like a lemon zester. I love the lemon loaf from Starbucks. I think it's so good and I've been wanting to make it, but I need a zester to make it. So I was like, that is a nice little Christmas present that I can ask for. I'm also asking for some stuff that I can use as storage for under my bathroom sink. And so I saw these on TikTok, if I'm being honest. I saw like these bathroom organizers and I was like, okay, I'm gonna ask for that from Amazon. I'm not like asking my mom to buy stuff on TikTok Shop for me. I don't know if she would even know how to do that. But I do feel like TikTok Shop is like the new QVC, you know? My mom loves QVC, so I think it's just about time for her to figure out like the live stuff on TikTok Shop. So another thing that I'm asking for is actually a series of things. I'm realizing a lot of stuff is for my house. I think the older you get, the more exciting it is to get like random stuff for your house. I do have some like clumps of brown sugar in here just from the dry brown sugar, so I'm just trying to like take those out when I see them. Okay, now our wet ingredients are all the way combined and we are going, there's so many like gross clumps. I wish I had better brown sugar. That would have made it a much better experience. Time to add our dry ingredients. So usually what I would do, in all honesty, is put it in a separate bowl, but I don't want to do that. I'm just not in the mood, so I'm just gonna sift it all in. We need 2 cups of flour and 3 tablespoons. The 3 tablespoons, in my opinion, makes a huge difference. I've skipped it in the past. I don't know why those 3 tablespoons make a difference, but they do. 3/4 teaspoon of baking soda and 3/4 teaspoon of salt. I usually like to go a little bit light-handed on the salt because I feel like that could be a little too much salt for this recipe personally. Horrible news. My flour was bad, so I had to go to the store and get new flour. And if I knew I was gonna have to do that, I would have gotten better brown sugar. But you know, you live and you learn. Okay, let's do this thing. We're gonna do a cup at a time. We got some fresh brown sugar. This is not brown sugar. So what I was saying, a lot of the Christmas gifts that I'm asking for this year revolve around my home. And so one thing that I'm asking for is kind of a series of things that go together for the curtains in my house. So I want to get one more panel of curtains because I think it would look nice on my sliding glass door, because I only have one panel and it kind of just looks like a sheet covering and not like draping curtains. And there's a few other things that I'm asking for the curtain. One of them is a steamer because my curtains are all wrinkled. So I want to get a steamer so I can steam them. And then I'm also asking for some hemming tape because my side turns are slightly longer than they should be, so I want hemming tape so I can hem them, and so I don't actually have to like sew them, because like I don't know how to do that, you know. Growing up is like just asking for stuff that you want for your house that you don't actually want to pay for. Like when I was younger, I asked for like Barbies and all of that stuff, and I miss those days. Those days were so much simpler. This is a little bit hard to mix because the dough is slightly chilled from having it in the fridge when I went to go to the grocery store, so it's kind of stiff, but we're making it work. But it usually is a lot easier to kind of fold in. One thing that I've learned with baking is you don't want to over mix it, so mix it just until it's mixed in and then stop. I have no idea why, but that's what all the professionals say. I mean, they're a professional for a reason, you know. Now I'm wondering, did I put in a full cup or did I just do the 1/2 cup? I guess we'll find out. I don't remember. I really don't. This might be the worst batch I've ever made. And that's fine. I'm also ravishingly hungry, so I'm about to eat like half of this dough. What else am I asking for Christmas? I feel like I'm asking for a lot of things, and again, I don't expect to get all of them, if any of them. Oh, I think the very last thing that I'm asking for Christmas is like a little nail kit. Like it was like $5 on Amazon, I think. My memory card filled up. Today has been one of those days. It's a lot of flour. Now I'm wondering if I put too much in. I feel like I put too much in. I'm having a day, you guys. These cookies are not really turning out the way that I anticipated for them to. We're fine. Everything is fine. I think it's just that the dough is not as sticky as it usually is, like I said, because I put it in the fridge, which is what's making it harder to kind of combine everything. Let's try a piece of it. Oh my gosh, that's incredible. I will say the cookie dough is probably one of my favorite foods in the entire world. Like this specific cookie dough. That's a 10. That's a 10, you guys. Out of everything we went through today, worth it. I also got some chocolate chips. I truly think that these are the best ones. I don't know where my scissors are. You could measure the chocolate chips, but I like to eyeball them. I'll probably add in more after this. I think that's the last thing that I'm asking for Christmas. That nail kit that I was talking about when my camera so rudely ran out of storage space. Honestly, if a baking video isn't chaotic, we don't want it. What do we think, you guys? It's beautiful. Okay, let's eat like half this dough right now. I'm gonna let this chill in the fridge. It kind of lets it combine a little bit more and the flavors soak up. And the colder the cookie dough is, the more gooier the center will be when you cook it. I'm gonna eat all this first. You want to put it in the oven at 350 for 9 to 11 minutes. I usually like to stick with 9 minutes because, like I said, I like a gooier cookie. So I do 9 minutes and then I let it carry over cook, which essentially means taking it out of the oven. I will just like set it on my oven stovetop and you leave it on that hot pan outside of the oven, and it still kind of cooks a little bit on the outside with that hot pan, so it crisps up the outside but keeps the center gooey, which is my favorite kind of cookie. So 9 minutes, we'll take these out and I'm so excited. I honestly do not mind a non-golden cookie. Like I kind of like a underbaked cookie, and I'm fine with that. I know that's not everyone's cup of tea. I'm gonna make them the way that I like them, but if you like them to be a little bit more golden, bake them for longer. These might not look good to you, but this is my version of the most amazing cookie that's ever existed. Just took them out of the oven. They are going to be so yummy. I can already tell. I think this one is my favorite. I always pick a favorite cookie. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to check out Taurus. I'll link them down below. Get your discount. I love you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Mwah.